wait for a sec, okay? Nick, I gotta plug your mic in, so just wait. Ladies and gentlemen, this time of the dance floor, please rise. Remove your caps and join in the singing of our national anthem performed today by Maple Ridge. Not yet. Now you're good. Go ahead.
Well, never get tired of that one. You know it. You love it. So do I. It's my all-time favorite song, Oh Canada. Welcome to fabulous Cam Neely Arena, the home of the WLA play full screen. Jake Elliott with you as we get set for more Western Lacrosse Association action here on a Sunday night, and a couple of big ones set to face off here in Maple Ridge. It's the 10-6. Sitting in fourth in the standings. I'm not sure they are correct with all the head-to-head matchups, goals against, all the rest of it. They show themselves in fourth right now at 10-6 for the Burrards, and they will take on the identical record of the Nanaimo Timbermen, 10-6 as well, as they are shown in second place. As the season series on the line here for these two clubs as well. 11-6 Nanaimo in the opener, 9-5 Maple Ridge in the second meeting, as they'll decide things here tonight. Is another big game going on over on the island, as the Burnaby Lakers and Victoria Shamrocks set to set off. As I'll get you some scratches here momentarily, but the Burrards are in blue, the Timbermen are in white, and we're set to go here from Maple Ridge. Blow the whistle, let's play some lacrosse. Travis Irving pulls that ball free, but it's the Timbermen that come away with it in the stick of Jake Hamps. Christian Del Bianco will get the start here for the Burrards tonight, as Frank Giuliano absent from the Burrard bench is Brandon Humphrey. Brandon Humphrey will back up here tonight. Colton Clark with a shot, and Del Bianco makes his first stop with a flexing shoulder save for the former Junior Adneck. And speaking of the Junior Adnecks, going down in defeat to the Junior Timbermen earlier today. 10-5 as they even up that playoff series at 2 apiece. John Phillips just missing short side, as I had a pretty convincing bellies over Junior Shamrock score at last check. 12-6, I think, with a period to go from Queen's Park Arena, as they look to even up their series at 2 apiece. Get you some other scorers from around the world of lacrosse as we move along here tonight, as Ben McIntosh rings the pipe. This one goes all the way down the floor. As your three officials here tonight, David Westwood, Braden Wilkins, and Nicholas Thomas. As Dane Telby, with 51 points in 10 games. Do the math, that's just over 5 per. As here's Ryan Keenan down the far side. Loads up a shot, fired it wide. As McIntosh will collect 12 on the shot clock here for Benny Matt. Into the middle, shoots on the run. Claxton steered it aside as McIntosh had 4 last night, including the first 3 of the game in Coquitlam, an 11-2 whitewash of the Adnecks. As a tough weekend for the Purple and Gold as they dropped 2 games. First 14-2 in Victoria, and then 11-2 last night at Coquitlam. Here's the captain, Eastwood. They'll send it low for John Phillips. He'll flip it for Eastwood. Good rotation there from Parker. And the ball comes loose for DJ Sari. Just about 2 minutes gone here in the first period. Scoreless between the Burrards and the Timbermen, as here comes Curtis Dixon. As he gets his games qualified, McIntosh doing the same. He'll round that out on Tuesday in Langley. Around a pick comes Taylor over the top, and he scores. The Alberta product opens the scoring here tonight for Maple Ridge. Dan Taylor off a nice screen, just came across the top, shooting on the run. And beat Claxton down low in a bounce shot. As Riley Lowen back in the Burrard lineup, as is Travis Cornwall. Both of those guys did not play last night. As they're underway from Victoria. Let's get you some scratches here as the team's back at center. As there is the aforementioned Cornwall being doubled by Nate Wade and company. And the Timbermen get the ball back. Out for Caleb Toth here. Sean Tyrell, Chase Fraser, Brandon Smith, and James Ray not dressed here for Nanaimo tonight. As there's Colton Clark, far side, 15 on the shot clock. He'll shoot on the run. That one hit a body and goes out of play. They'll say off a Timberman and out, and it's Maple Ridge ball. Out here for head coach Rob Williams tonight is Rob Delzo, back on the bench. As he was absent in Coquitlam last night, I chirped him for being away. He brought me some fish to smooth it over. Really appreciate it. Gonna barbecue that up later tonight when I get home. A little salmon, a little cod. Good stuff there from the Dazzler. Dobie to Dixon. 7 on the shot clock. Dixon sliding low. Turns on Finley into the front of the net. Dixon, and he can't bounce it through. Here's Callies with an open net, and he scores. Good patience there from Reese Callies as Claxton was down and out off the original chance here from Dixon. And Claxton could never recover as Callies with that big long reach goes up and over the Timberman goaltender to make it 2-0. Out here for the Burrards, I promised I'd get you the scratches. Here we go. Dylan Chin, Mike Kirkovich, Mitch McDowell, Jeff Schattler, Frankie Chiliano, and Jean-Luc Chetner scratched here tonight. I believe it was Chand and Chetner who were in the lineup last night as Cornwall and Lowen draw back in. Scoreless from the Q Center in Victoria. As here's Mike Mallory to Dane Dobie. Dobie looking, feet in front. Lowen was cutting to the goal. Ball bouncing high. Gillis missed it. There's Mason Pinn to pick it up. He's got Gillis on the lead. Jordan Gillis coming in. He'll shoot on the run. Del Bianco sliding across to make that stop. As Del Bianco yet to get a win here for the Burrards. He was pulled in his last game in a loss here against the Shamrocks a week ago. And just 1-7 on the year as he started out with Coquitlam, and tough to take the record at face value there as Dobie hit the shaft of Claxton. Berg couldn't corral it. And here's a chance back for Big Tyson Rowe the other way, and he ripped it wide as he had Del Bianco leaning. And that ball skips out of play. But Del Bianco 0-3 as a Burrard, pulled in his last start. 10.57 goals against and a save percentage of .792. You know the Phenom wants to get a victory here with his new team and improve those numbers. We'll see if he can do it here tonight. Off to a better start than he has in his last couple. As Lowen cutting in, shoots. That one was foiled. Finley with the loose ball. He gets pinwheeled to the ground by Dixon. No arm goes up, and a little surprise there as that looked like a hooking call to me. But the Burrards get the ball right back. Burke, McIntosh, Lowen, Taylor, and Dixon out there. There's Wes Burke. Lowen, he'll send it into the corner. Feet in front. Cutting was Dixon. Pass was knocked down by Wade. As Taylor comes up with it in behind the goal. Double team there. And this possession will die here on Maple Ridge. As a pretty good defensive stand by the Timbermen. As the Shamrocks open the scoring in Victoria. I believe it was Connor Robinson. I'll double check. Nope, it was Chris Wardle who scored the goal. Eastwood Here's an open look for Gordy Phillips. Didn't take the shot, however. As it looks like he'll play some offense here this evening. Delayed call coming on. Oh, that looked in. John Phillips thinks it's in. I thought it was too. There's DJ Sari mixing it up. See if we can get you a quick replay on that one. As they got the tight, strong nets here in Maple Ridge. And that one looked like it was in and out pretty quickly. Here from John Phillips, watch it again. Just the way that ball ricocheted out. It took a funny angle, but no goal. Penalty on DJ Sari. Power play here for Nanaimo. They have the second-ranked power play in the WLA, 50.8%. But going up against the best penalty kill in the league here from Maple Ridge at 75.7%. That is sensational numbers for the penalty kill. Colton Clark, John Phillips loads. That shot deflected. Ball bounces high. Messenger will settle. Still 13 on the shot clock as he goes down to the crease. Up top to the point now, Phillips. Skip it back down. Quick shot there, but a quicker save for Del Bianco. As he looks to outlet, he's got Cornwall through the middle. And Travis Cornwall finds Ben McIntosh, who's wearing a different set of mitts here tonight. Was wearing his rush green and black gloves last night. He's got his Burrard blue, red and white ones on here this evening. As Ryan Keenan, short-handed, and he can't beat Claxton on the short side. Good move there for the first-year Burrard, Ryan Keenan, but better stop for the netminder. Still a minute to work with here as back out comes the man advantage. Colton Clark at the righty shooter. Here's Evan Messenger. Loads up a cannon. Rockets one right in on Del Bianco, who made the stop. And fights that one off into the low ceiling here at Cam Neely. New 30. Messenger. Phillips, who's really got the good outside shot, tried to play one down to the crease. Clark couldn't take it off the bottom dasher. Now he's got it as he circles in front of the goal. Got tripped up by Conran. Phillip will play it to the crease. Cross crease, and in it goes. Power play goal. I believe it was Messenger on the finish, as he just parked himself on the doorstep here, and the extra pass across the crease was a good one. As you see Clark go down, there's the one extra. And Messenger goes through the wickets of Del Bianco. It's a power play goal for Nanaimo. It's 2-1. Loose ball off the draw. Reese Callies will come away with it. And it's 2-0 Shamrocks. Mallory with 18 on the shot clock. Dixon tried to roll off. He'll have to chase a loose ball down in the corner. He does that. 10 on the shot clock now as he pivots on Ams. Oh, my. Just an electric move there from Dixon as he left Ams in his dust on an inside jelly roll and then missed the goal on the far side. What a move from Dixon. My goodness. It's like Ams was just in quicksand right there. Here's Braylon Long, the leading scorer in junior lacrosse from a year ago, and Nanaimo's top pick from last year. Will be leaned on heavily here with Chase Fraser most likely done for the season. Not a good prognosis, I believe, for Fraser, because the Timberman camp has kept it pretty quiet. Long shot from Eastwood. Handle. There's Tebbett with a loose ball. Rolls off a man. Feet ahead to Barker. And the Burrards will get out of the zone here as Phillips will come to challenge. Ball up the far side with Dobie. He'll bounce it through here to Berg. He's got a man isolated here. Thinking about it. Berg into the middle. Here's a chance for McIntosh, and he scores. Ben McIntosh and Wes Berg hook up on a pick and roll. And I'm not sure there's many guys better in the game of lacrosse at setting a pick than Ben. Look at that. Just blow him up and then roll to the goal. All in one motion. Berg on the setup. McIntosh on the finish. And it's 3-1 Maple Ridge. make it 3-0 Shamrocks.
By number 9, Ben McIntosh.
Maple Ridge will have one more game after this one. It'll come Tuesday right back here against the Langley Thunder. Nanaimo with one more game on their schedule. It'll come Friday in Burnaby. And that could be a game that might decide it for those two teams. Long shot blocked by Cornwall. Shot clock violation, and that's a delay of game. Colton Clark tried to swat it, and it got caught up in his pocket and goes out of play just as the 30-second clock expires. That's delay game. And Clark will have a seat in the penalty box as out comes the Burrard power play. Just about at full strength here. You would expect maybe Schattler to find his way onto this man advantage at some point. But they have options now. As you think about the guys that are sitting on their bench. Doby put it high. McIntosh trying to jam it short side, couldn't do it. They don't have Schattler tonight. They got Dan Taylor on the bench. They got Mike Mallory on the bench. He's their leading scorer, by the way. So they could literally throw out two pretty vaunted man advantages here. Power play units, if you will, in Maple Ridge now with the kind of firepower they got. I didn't think I saw Ryan Keenan out of the power play either. Easy stop for Del Bianco. And a long feed up to Dixon at center. Across the halfway mark of period number 1. 9:47 to go in it. 1 minute to go in the penalty time to Colton Clark for delay of game. Oh, Keenan not out there. So they literally could put out two 5-man units. Berg, high bomb off the shoulder of Claxton. New 30 here for the Burrards. Here's Berg again. Here's Dixon now, ducking, shooting, and scoring as he reached for the far side top corner. And plunks it in there for the Burrards' 4th goal of the game. (4-1) now Burrards off the power play goal from Curtis Dixon. And Maple Ridge starting to roll here in this first period. Shots, however, just 11-9 Maple Ridge. Just grabbing my 50-50 tickets from Georgie. As it's 4-0 now in Victoria. Make it 5. As the Shamrocks are running away. Long shot from Dixon, steered wide as the Bellies, one of those 5 teams in the mix, and they just kind of have to sit and wait until Thursday now where they'll take on Victoria in their final game of the year. Actually, no, they play Wednesday in Langley and then at home on Thursday against the Shamrocks. So 2 more games for New West, but they will have to wait until Wednesday before they get back in action. As O'Meara chops down a man. No worm goes up. Shot clock goes down to 0, and the Birds get the ball back. .8:14 to go in the period. Wesley Berg down the near wall. Size is up. Chapman into the middle. Loads up the shot. Fires, and Claxton stuck out an arm. Made the save. Ball goes out of play. New 30 once again for the Bees. Lowen. Berg. Dixon waiting to set a pick for Berg. Does. Now he'll roll to the goal. Berg will come across the top. Feed across to Taylor. Berg will cut through. Here's Taylor on the run. 13 on the shot clock for Dixon. Sliding low. Shovel high. Berg, a sidearm shot. That's stopped by Claxton. A loose ball. It's won by Berg. And a new 30 once again. It's got to be a tired Timberman defense now. Lowen had to reach out for a pass. Feet in front. Here's Keenan. Couldn't settle it in the pocket cleanly. And now battles Smith in the corner for a loose ball. Who's Boxed out there by Keenan. He'll come around the corner. Backhand shot. Oh, a kick stop and a beauty there for Claxton. As Keenan went over the shoulder looking short side. Dobie battling hard for a loose ball. But it's Adam J. who wins that battle. And Nanaimo finally gets the ball back here with 7 to go in this quick-moving first period. Early on a Sunday. Which I don't mind one bit. These early Sunday night starts, kind of like them. Here's a shot. Del Bianco sliding in front of that one off the stick of Messenger. Travis Cornwall. That has to feel good for Del Bianco. I don't think he's played particularly poorly in his 4 starts. Maybe his last one was his worst, but just didn't really get the run support he needed. McIntosh shooting high, but off to a good start. Just allowing 1 goal on 10 shots so far. Rowe barreling in. Won't shoot it. As look at those 2 bodies clashing, and Reese Callies and Tyson Rowe. And for the 2 biggest guys in the league, maybe 2 of the quickest as well end-to-end on the floor. Would love to see a foot race between Tyson Rowe and Reese Callies. High shot. Del Bianco tracked it late, but he made the save. And comes up with a nice loose ball. Who are you taking, Callies or Rowe in a foot race? Well, the PA announcer's taking Callies. I don't know. I might take Tyson Rowe in that one. Who you got? Who you got? PXP for sports. Let me know. Speaking of who you got, big podcast coming up this week on Lacrosse Classified. We'll check in with the Eastern correspondent, Pat Gregoire. And going off the board a little bit, going to talk to maybe the best women's player in the game of lacrosse, and Kylie O'Miller will join us on Lax Class this week. Look forward to that. U19s for the women, set to go from Peterborough, Ontario in just a matter of days. Felt like it was apropos. And we'll get Kylie O'Miller on to share her thoughts of the women's game. Should be a unique conversation. Hope you join us. Under 5 to go. As Dixon weaves wide on Finley, then slices through, sub shot, and Claxton with a toe save. Delayed call coming here as Dobie picks up the official with an arm in the air. Del Bianco finally realizes that it's a penalty as Dobie barking at his roughneck goaltender. Still lots of time. 13 on the shot clock here as on comes Berg. He's the high man. Keenan over the shoulder. Dobie skip it. And pass picked off there by Finley nicely. As it's now 6-1 Shamrocks. Burrards will go to the man advantage here, trying to make it 5-1. As it's Byrne that takes the penalty. As they bring out the same 5-man unit, McIntosh, Dixon, Dobie, Berg, and Lowen. And a quick shot there, stopped by Claxton. I'm not sure that was the read they were looking for right off the get-go. But now they'll turn it over. It's a 3-on-2 down low. Here's Dixon. Dobie, all sorts of rim, scores. The turnover costly for Nanaimo. And the Burrards make them pay. McIntosh, draw and dish, an extra feed, and then Dobie with the patience. 5-1 on the power play goal from Dobie as they'll make a goaltending change here as Dean Girolamo will come in. Or will he? Oh, maybe it's just a wipe of the floor, excuse me. I thought a goaltending change coming as Claxton made his way to the Nanaimo bench, but Big Mike doesn't have the uppers on yet. 7-1 Shamrocks now. Claxton will be the man. Has 5 goals on 17 shots so far here for Maple Ridge. 1 on 12 for Nanaimo. So we're kind of into that season now where we'll get some stoppages here for floor wipes, and there was a plethora of them in Nanaimo earlier today. As you got to go with safety first, no question about it. But man, does it ever slow down the flow of the game. As that's going to be a penalty here on Craig. And maybe an extra two as well. As he really, now Irving and Wade might have a go. And they will go. Travis Irving and Nate Wade. Irving was set to go, had a look back at the Burrard bench, and got the no signal from one of the coaches, and decided to turn away. And I get it from both guys, really do. You know what Nate Wade wants to do? He's trying to spark his guys up here down 5-1. And Travis Irving, more than a willing combatant on most nights, was happy to answer the bell, but coach said no. And that's the way you keep yourself in the lineup if you're Travis Irving. You listen to your coach. And to add to it, I think the Burrard staff, knowing exactly what Nanaimo was trying to do, and they don't want that momentum to shift to the team ends way, and maybe later on take a number. Who knows? Would have been a good matchup. Well, after all that, it results in a Nanaimo power play here for 2 minutes on the penalty from Brett Craig. Here's John Phillips from the outside down low for Clark, cutting through his messenger, spinning. Another penalty call coming. As the Burrards are going to take another. I'm not sure who it is. I think it's the captain, Tyler Condren. So the Burrards are going to have 3 in the penalty box here, and it's going to be an extended 5-on-3 for Nanaimo. A chance to get right back in the game here. It's 8-1 Shamrocks. My goodness. Not exactly a Picasso of a first period here for the Lakers at the Custon. So they'll go 4-on-3 down low. Keep a man high in messenger. It's Colton Clark loading. Phillips pressured. Clark picked off by O'Meara. He wants to run. Gets around one man. Runs into hard to another. Still with it as O'Meara weaves his way up into the zone. 3 Timbermen surround him, and he finds a pass to Curtis Dixon. He's going to try and get to goal. Almost did it as Rowe knocks him down. And Dixon gets up a little slow after landing hard on the concrete. What a run there from O'Meara, though. And that would have got the crowd going if Dixon was able to finish that one up. There's Phillips from the outside. Tried to feed it to Clark. Nanaimo still with it, 8 on the shot clock. John Phillips wants to shoot, does, right on. Del Bianco the save. Ball is loose. It's picked up by Barker. He's got Callies up ahead of the play. It's a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Owen Barker all the way scores. An excellent run from Owen Barker. Shorthanded goal for Maple Ridge. As he used Callies as the decoy, sold Claxton on a hard fake and then tucks it in. 2 men short, Owen Barker makes it 6-1. As that's just the, well no, it's number 8 in the shorthanded goal category for Maple Ridge. Just the 3rd shorthanded goal surrendered by Nanaimo. And now we got a face-off violation. Is Mike Mallory taking that draw? With Barker just making the full court run and Irving in the penalty box. Somebody had to come out and take the face-off. 20 seconds to go in the penalty time to Craig. 35 to go in the penalty time to Condren. As the Burrards 1 to the good here. 2 men short and have a shorthanded goal. Clark looking, skipping, quick shot there, and missing was Phillips. Now Porter will settle it in the pocket. He's coming up forward quickly. He'll make the turn as out comes Craig out of the penalty box. 1 penalty done. And Condren up and standing now, and the Burrards can kill this off and have a shorthanded goal. That's doing work. And they do just that. As out is Codron. We're back to 5 on 5. Shot clock is down to 5. McIntosh from well out. Didn't miss by much. Buck and a half here to go in the first period. 6-1 Burrards. And the Shamrocks keep pouring it on as Tyson Gibson back in the Shamrock lineup. As Del Bianco reaches out for a loose ball. Outlets here to Mallory. Callie's up ahead. There's a late start on the shot clock there. As I think maybe the battery's sticking on the shot clock. And it's stuck again. And they have to blow it down. And I think maybe a battery issue with the 30-second clock operator. He's not sleeping. As he's just about right beside me. And the referees will say, let's bring this down to probably about 14 seconds here. Well, they keep ticking away. I think they might put 18 on the clock here. So I think they're just making sure everything is operational before they do that. Definitely shouldn't be 27. And for some reason, the clock only showing, no, it comes back up in the other end now. And it will be 18 on the shot clock, and I think a fresh set of batteries in the 30-second clock remote. And we'll start play now as Del Bianco off to the Burrard bench on a fake. Ball in the corner, Dixon with it. Feeds back to Dobie, sidearm release. And Claxton made the stop. Dixon tried to bat it back in his own zone. And he just wants to play a little hot potato here and not pick this ball up. It may cost him, however. Now he's got it, and he calls timeout. That is heads-up play there from Curtis Dixon. Thought that might backfire on him. Superman knew what he was doing all along. As he picks up the ball with under 30 seconds to go and calls timeout for his Maple Ridge Burrards. They're at the break in Victoria. And what a period for the Shamrocks in that opening 20. Burrards having themselves an opening 20 as well. And still 26.8 seconds to go. As play gets blown back in, just the score clock in the one end here at Cam Neely Arena. As Dobie just posting up inside the dotted circle, getting worked over here by Tyson Rowe. Well, the shot clock running here. Game clock is down to 8. It's a 3-second differential. As you can see the shot clock. Now Berg, he'll shoot. Pegs it right off the head of Claxton. Now 2.4 to go. Here's Berg, here's Dixon. He'll shoot. Stopped from Charles Claxton. As the buzzer sounds, remember, Claxton scored 2 goals here last year in the same game. But not enough time to go for the empty net there. Shots on goal after 20 minutes of play. 21-13 Burrards. They lead the Timbermen of Nanaimo 6-1. We'll take a 10-minute break here on WLA TV. Play full screen. Be back with second period action in 600 seconds. You stick around, please. All right, lacrosse fans, we're back live inside Cam Neely Arena, getting set for second period action here. As it's Jake Elliott with you, and just give me 1 second here. Got the headset a little tangled up. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. As Nanaimo, maybe I should go away more often. Come down the floor and score in transition. First goal of the second period goes to the Timbermen. Jordan Gillis cashing in. As it's 6-2 now. 9-1 in Victoria as they're back underway from the Q Center in the second period. Two teams flip around here for the second. 21-14 your shots on goal. 6-2 Burrards. Doby and Dixon both with 3 points in that opening period to lead the way scoring-wise. Back to center we go. And what do we got? Burrard ball, not sure what the whistle is about. Play will continue. There's Taylor off the boards with it. He's got Keenan rolling to the goal. Decides to feed off to Berg instead. He's shot it wide. Taylor will pick it up. Still 12 on the shot clock here. It's cutting through his McIntosh this time. And ball turned over. Gillis, nice swim. It feeds wide here for Pin. He'll load up a shot and ripped one. Just missed top corner. Had some smoke on it as well. You don't see Pin loaded like that very often. Didn't miss by much. Maybe that's the message here from Caleb Toth. Get some shots. Not enough shots in that opening period. Here's Clark with a jumper. Del Bianco the save. By the way, we had one vote for Tyson Rowe in the foot race against Reese Callies. We got one vote for Reese Callies as well. I want to continue that debate. PXP for Sports. Who you think is going to be the team to miss the playoffs out of the 5 Shamrocks, Burrards, Bellies, Timbermen, Lakers? Who misses? PXP for Sports. Tell me. Who's going to finish in first? Going to be interesting. One more week of WLA action to go. And it starts Tuesday right back here at fabulous Cam Neely Arena. Here's Messenger. Lobs one for Lund. Barker comes down with the clamp. Now Phillips will have to track back. Barker runs hard into him. Long shot from Phillips. Denied by Del Bianco and out of play. Fresh 30 here for Nanaimo. Near side feet. Long. Quick trigger there from Phillips. Loose ball to DJ Sari. Callies. To chase that loose ball. He's got it. Looks like the Lakers got themselves a goal. McIntosh following a pick, rips the shot there right off a screen. I don't think Claxton ever saw it as it went wide. Finley picks up the assist on the goal from Gillis. Gillis, like the former Canucks GM. As I help out the PA announcer once again. John Phillips, low shot, Del Bianco the save. And a slashing call coming here to Maple Ridge. Mike Tebbett being identified. No, Stan Taylor, excuse me. He was back playing defense, just saw the 6. And assumed. You know what happens when you do that? Taylor doesn't take too many penalties. Chance for Nanaimo here on the man advantage, down 4. Save for Del Bianco, and a good one at that. He got the stick down in time. Here's Colton Porter. I wonder where Frankie is tonight. I don't know if he went back to Hawaii, maybe. Berg will dart away from pressure. 10 on the shot clock. McIntosh got Keenan down on the crease. He's on the wrong side of things. Tries to turn and shoot and had the ball checked away. 10-2. Shamrocks lead the Lakers. 6-2. Burrards lead the Timbermen. Minute to go in the penalty time to Dan Taylor. Clark has a look. He's got Messenger over the top with one. Del Bianco a high stop. A loose ball is won there by Porter. A little rusty gate check. And a good one at that from Gordy. No, it was Lum that did it. As he stripped Colton Porter of the ball. Phillips with a rocket. It seemed like a really long power play there for Nanaimo. Still had 30 seconds to work with. John Phillips, a good outside shot that he's got. Blows one past Del Bianco. Phillips, 24th of the year. Chris Boucher has another goal for Victoria. He's had a great rookie campaign in the WLA. Got to be in Rookie of the Year contention. And Shamrocks, after getting off to a very slow start, are starting to cook now. I think they've won 9 out of their last 10 and on their way to make it 10 out of 11. They're firing on all cylinders now. There's Phillips again. Del Bianco holds his form. He's got this one caught up in his gear. As he keeps it a 3-goal lead here for the Burrards with 5.5 gone in the second period. 14:30 to go. You can't do quick math like I can. I am awful at math, by the way. Here's Lowen, so he should be able to. Penalty call coming here to Nanaimo as Doby goes right back at Adam J. And takes another one up high. And Jay is off to the penalty box. He can't believe it. DJ right on point. Fine young cannibals. Drives me crazy. I think he's referring to Dane Doby driving Adam J crazy there into a penalty call. So, power play time now for Maple Ridge. Here's Doby. Skip it. High pass there. Ricochets off the corner boards to Dixon. Up top to Berg. He'll shoot. Miss the goal. And a ball bouncing down the floor here with 10 to go on the shot clock. Del Bianco will come out. He'll give it to Berg. He's got it at center with 6. Lowen Up top, Berg. He's got to shoot. Dobie, quick trigger. Hit Claxton. McIntosh courageously after a loose ball. Another chance here. Berg. Dixon. Low stop for Claxton this time. And launches one up through the middle for Finley. He's got a man up ahead. Here's a chance. It's Eastwood. And he's stopped by Del Bianco. Big stop there for the Burrard goaltender. Short-handed bid for Nanaimo. But they get possession back and a chance to work another 30 here. As Irving and Wade still in the penalty box, they will be released on the next dead ball, I would assume. Evan Messenger from well out. Del Bianco will stop it. Lowen's got it, and he'll work up floor here. Dixon comes off the bench, so does Dobie. Maybe numbers. Here's Dobie right in. Looks, Dixon, scores. Beauty. That is the way you execute in transition. It'll go down as a power play goal, not your traditional kind, but Dixon and the Burrards will take it. And it's 7-3.
The Burrards' 7th goal of the game started on the power play by number 17, Curtis Dixon.
And in fact, Wade, all the penalty box is empty right out off the power play goal. So we're back to 5-on-5. And back to a 4-goal lead here for Maple Ridge. Irving, a face-off win. Still 10-2 in Victoria. Off the wall. Here's a chance. Berg gonna reach. Claxton a good save. Taylor in below the goal line now for Berg. He'll have a look. He's got Taylor cutting. He'll spin, sliding a little bit on the concrete. Now Dixon. Berg. 16 on the clock. Subber. Claxton. Just enough of that one to keep it out is Ryan Keenan. Looks in front. Here's Taylor. And he's stopped by Clark. Big rebound. Berg battling. Down comes the clamp of Claxton with the goal stick, and he's got it underneath. As the outlets for Jarrett Smith. Colton Clark on. John Phillips on. Here comes Braylon Lum. Here's Gordy Phillips on a toe drag. Barker grabbed a fistful of jersey. Got away with that. Skip feed there for Clark. He missed the goal on the quick stick. And Colton Porter will just let the shot clock run out here. And second period action whipping by. 11-11 to go in it. Crowd quiets down here a little bit for this Burrard offensive possession. Swim move. McIntosh. Stripped by Liam Young. And Claxton outlets here. Dobie on the forward check. Trying to knock it free. Does. Well done as he forced Byrne into a turnover. And now we got a penalty behind the play here. McIntosh is going to go. I did not quite see what happened there. I'm not sure if our camera will pick it up or not. So you see Dobie on the forward check. Let's watch McIntosh come in. Well, he took a stick up high, then threw a punch at Byrne. I don't blame him. Thought they both could have won. Byrne got away with the punch, and the retaliatory penalty always seems to be the one that gets caught. So it'll be a power play here for Nanaimo, trailing by 4.
Penalty to number 9, Ben McIntosh. 2 minutes for
Roughing the call on McIntosh. Here's a man in front, and Eastwood fanned on the quick stick. Messenger has it with 15 on the shot clock. Down to the crease, Eastwood feeds to Clark. Del Bianco with the save as he falls down to his backside, making that stop. Nanaimo coming close. Del Bianco popping around. Here's a chance for Messenger. Goes off the post and skyward. Out of play. It'll stay with Nanaimo here as the team in really coming close.
50-50 fans, I'm told the clock is now.
There's a save. There's Porter losing the ball. Messenger doesn't know where it is. It goes out of play. It's Nanaimo ball.
50-50.
Halfway through this game. 10 minutes to go in the second period. Phillips. Phillips to Phillips. Right back to John. Here he comes. He'll spin it. Messenger faked it. Now it's Clark. He'll take it. Scores. Good patience. Colton Clark makes it 7-4. Burrards. Cornwall a little slow to close the gap there. And allowed Clark to wind up and use Cornwall as a screen. As that one slips past Christian Del Bianco. And what was a 6-1 lead for the Birds at one time. Now a 7-4 lead. Now we got a penalty coming here to Owen Barker. Claxton hustling to the bench. I love to see it. 6 attackers on here for the Timbermen as they try and generate a little momentum. Clark cutting through. Messenger on the delay. 8 on the shot clock for Phillips. He'll move it. Here's Gordy. And that one stopped. Serves the whistle and the penalty call. Owen Barker for a little contact and might be lucky just to get away with this for 2. I think that was a check in the change box for Barker. I think a pretty good call here from Nick Thomas for an interference call on Barker. Owen Barker begs to differ. A real opportunity now for Nanaimo to get right back in this lacrosse game. Down 3, chance to make it 2 here with a power play goal. Del Bianco makes that save. Codron. Pressured, finds Travis Cornwall. He'll lob it for Berg. And now a chance to kill off a little bit of time for Maple Ridge. They'll look to get a reset shot here if possible. Berg coming in. And Claxton an easy stop with the stick. Still well over a minute to work with here for the Timbermen. Burnaby have scored 2 straight. 10-4 now. 6-goal game in Victoria. Here's Messenger, a high shot. Del Bianco a high stop. And hangs on to the rebound as well. Not an easy catch there for Cowleys. A 2-foot backhand pass out of a goalie stick. And that had to be 10 seconds there on Maple Ridge. Shot clock was down to 18 as Dixon goes over the shoulder. And Burrards almost got a real fortunate break there. And Claxton threw one away. Cowleys. Dixon faking. And he'll decide to hang on to this one. Possession a little more important than that shooting opportunity. And a chance to kill pretty much all the remaining time. He may leave the Timbermen with a little bit of extra man seconds. Dixon wants it, gets it, 2 on the shot clock, sends it towards the goal and missed. 6 seconds to go in the penalty time to Barker, who will join the Burrard defense. But maybe a chance here for Nanaimo right off the change of possession. Colton Clark, fake it, drive it, skip it. Oh, Del Bianco, did he make that stop? No, they'll say it went straight out of play. The extra pass down to the crease in a yawning cage for Eastwood, and he missed it. Burrards kill it off. They're still up 3. Here's Doby with 6:45 to go in the frame. Spinning away from Byrne. Looks high. It's McIntosh on the release. Missed it as it thunders off the end wall. Ball loose. Taylor with a two-hander. Jarrett Smith the loose ball. And Nanaimo a chance to cut into this lead here as we have 6:22 to go in the second. Shots have tightened right up. 29-28 now in favor of Maple Ridge. Evan Messenger. He'll look. Lom tried to shoot. That one was blocked. Hard collision along the side wall here. Nanaimo comes away with the ball. Gordy Phillips, head high howitzer there, goes wide. Now Irving looking for a high sticking call. But it's Burrard possession with 6 to play. This thing's getting physical in Victoria. Here's Dixon, and he stepped in the crease. I don't know. Try and get you a quick look here if I can. You tell me. Watch the feet of Dixon here. Bang, bang, play. Doesn't count. Nanaimo ball. Gordy Phillips on a big fake. Shovels a pass off to Clark, not a good one. And Porter's got it as he looks ahead to Barker. Racing up the floor. Off comes Dixon, maybe still numbers here. As Barker pressured by Phillips. And finds Berg across. He'll go down the wall to Dixon, 15 on the shot clock. Curtis Dixon, semicircle high. Driving. Shakes off a check. Dixon on the run. Shoots low. Claxton the save. He's got it in his stick and outlets quickly. Gillis as we go under 5. 3-on-3 into the zone. Gillis skip it. And that pass intended for Wengreniak. He'll track it down in the corner. Timbermen making changes. Lots of time on the shot clock. Make it 10. Irving right into it here with Wengreniak. Or it's Phillips, excuse me. And Irving's got to be careful. Now Cornwall knocked down. And what do we got? I think penalty calls coming here. Maybe just Nanaimo going. As it was Phillips and Irving that were jousting. And Phillips ends up taking the penalty. Cross-checking the call made by Nick Thomas. Just over 6 minutes to play in the second period from the Q. Still 10-4 Shamrocks there.
Nanaimo penalty to number 19, John Phillips, giving it for cross-check team. Time of the penalty is 15 minutes, 30 seconds of the second period. Nanaimo
Power play here for Maple Ridge. Dixon, Doby on the shooters. Berg at the point. McIntosh and Lowen down on the crease. There's a reset here for the Burrards. Wes Berg with a crank. And that one missed everything and goes up and out of play. And a chance back the other way here for Gillis. Short-handed. Stopped by Del Bianco as the ball rolls right past the post and stayed out. I don't know if you want to update the fans with the out-of-town scoreboard here at fabulous Cam Neely Arena. Big game going on from Victoria. Shamrocks leading the Lakers 10-4. 10.
score to pass along. Midway through the second period, it's Victoria.
Doby holding. Lowen shooting. 15 on the shot clock for Burke. Doby looking. Still looking. Flips. Here's Lowen on a reach. Just missed. Dixon's got it with 10 on the shot clock. He'll skip it. Lowen on a quick stick, and he's got it. The pass from Dixon. The finish from Lowen. The power play goal from Maple Ridge, and it's 8-4. There's the original chance, and then Dixon goes right back to Lowen, who wastes no time. Shamrocks 11-4. It was Marshall King scoring. Will surely be a high NLL draft pick next month. Now a penalty call coming here to Reese Callies. Well, Claxton to the Timbermen bench now. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second period. 6 attackers. Well, get set up. Just, well, late man coming here. Took a while for Phillips to come on. And that possession just never materialized. As Nanaimo were late to get the extra attacker onto the floor. Over exuberant fan. Letting his feelings be known about that last penalty call being made. I think it might have been Mr. Kelly's, to be quite frank with you. Here's John Phillips, scores. Right into the top corner for John Phillips. As the Timbermen get a power play goal and get right back within 3 goals here. On the outside, Heater for number 19 in white. Can't give him that kind of room. He has got an excellent outside shot, and he just put it on display there. White into the zone early, Maple Ridge ball. Dixon driving in. He'll fake. Kick it. McIntosh. He'll drive on Finley. Spin it off to Taylor. He'll rip one wide. Big bounce here for Finley at center. Brings it in. Nick Finley in alone on a breakaway, and he put it wide. Big chance there for Nanaimo, and Nick Finley come up empty. Dobie back in. 3 lefts, 2 rights out for this shift. Berg into the middle. It's Dixon all the way. He'll flip it over his head. It's picked off by Rowe. He's going to run it. Keenan, the last man back. Rowe right into him. Just shivers him right off, but Keenan did well enough to knock that ball loose. That's all he needed to do on 6'10" Tyson Rowe. Got that ball out of his stick. Here's Keenan now from the outside. Gives it into the corner for McIntosh. 12 on the shot clock. He'll trying to thread it in there. It's picked off again. Liam Young running on Mallory here. He'll pull up at center. 65 seconds to go in the period. And Nanaimo, I think, have been a better team here in the second. I know they have, because it was 6-1 after 20. It's 8-5 now. So 4-2 period, make it a 4-3 period, as that one's in as well. And Nanaimo not going away here. Down 2, 8-6 now. That was Eastwood from a, well, not a great angle, but got it past Del Bianco nonetheless. And now does Maple Ridge want 2 for 1 here with 44 seconds to go. Dixon wants the whistle, loads up the shot, fired it wide. Got to hit the goaltender if you're going to do that. And now Tyson Rowe's got it. He'll come right in. Here's a chance. Del Bianco in front of that one. And the Burrards will pick it up here. And about a 1 second differential between game clock and shot clock, and Del Bianco will come to the Burrard net or bench. Well, more closer to 2 seconds than it is 1 second. So let's watch and see how this plays out. 10-8 on the shot clock. Make it 6. Dobie reaching. McIntosh on the finish. Dobie finds him on the back door. And that could be a costly goal there for the Timbermen late in the period. Just watch number 9 on the far side of your screen. Just going to slip in behind his defender and quick in and out of the pocket there for Benny Mack.
The Burrards' 9th goal of the game scored by
Face-off rather academic here
McIntosh.
as period comes to a close. 40 minutes in the books here from Cam Neely. Shots on goal 34-32 Nanaimo. But it's 9-6 Burrards with 20 minutes to play. We'll have it for you right here on WLA TV. Play full screen in exactly 600 seconds. Stick around. All right, lacrosse fans, blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. We're underway here in the third period. 9-6 Burrards lead in this game with major implications on who's going to finish where in the standings. It looks like the Shamrocks will, in fact, go on to beat the Lakers. I think still 20 minutes to go there, but in control are Victoria. As a turnover here to Patrick O'Meara. He's got Porter with him. Colton Porter can't beat Claxton. As they're at the break, at the cue, apparently Dan Marshall, who's filling in for Ted Jenner tonight at the Q Center, thought it was a 7 o'clock start. As he came down from Nanaimo. And I think showed up a little bit late to Dan Marshall, which is very un-Dan Marshall-like. Here's Porter. And he's at the end of a shift and needs a change. So, after tonight, I think we'll just have to wait and see. Here's McIntosh. Claxton with a clutch stop there. As Doby and Dixon continue to lead all scorers with 5 points, respectively. Braden Lum to Colton Clark. Big fake on Tebbett, and a good one at that. But then the pass was knocked down. Phillips has it with 7 on the clock. He'll load up a shot from the outside, well high and wide. And shot clock comes to a close on Nanaimo. Keenan to Berg. Curtis Dixon gets a high seal, got room, tucked it away. Still Dixon going, corkscrew shot. And they'll say off of Claxton and out of play. Nanaimo hates the call. But I think it might be the right one. Keenan got a pick from Lowen. Feet inside. Taylor was checked and then still managed to get one towards the net. Claxton with it now. Christian Delbianco trying to come up with his first victory as a member of the Burrards. He's got a 3-goal lead with 17:25 to go in the game. John Phillips has had a nice game. Oh, a high shot there off the shoulder of Delbianco. As Mentioned a couple other games going on in Ontario in junior lacrosse. As the Orangeville Northmen take a 2-0 lead in their series with a 13-9 victory over the Brampton Excelsiors, who were the representative for Ontario in last year's Minto Cup, if you recall. And Six Nations and Burlington now tied up at 1 off of a 6-5 triple overtime victory for the Chiefs in that one. The rare triple OT playoff game. And 6-5 to boot. Very low scoring. And, man, triple OT. Here's one. Greniak scores. Just a quick take to the rack there for Wen Greniak. Beat his man to the outside. As Tevitt got caught flat-footed, Wen Greniak on the finish. 2-goal game. Tevitt just making the mistake of turning his head there. And the quick first step. As there was one major series lacrosse game tonight as well. Six Nations over Coburg, 14-9, the final there. As the Chiefs in first place, 11-4, Peterborough at 10-3. And then you got Brampton at 8-8, Oakville at 7-7, Coburg at 6-10. One of those three teams will miss the playoffs. Clark with a low bouncer, handled by Del Bianco. And now let's hear to Barker. Just about to start the third period from Victoria. 4.5 into the third here. Keenan put it wide. Good look there for Ryan Keenan, but missed the goal. Shots 37-35. Nanaimo trying to mount the comeback here in the third period. Here's one. Greniak in front. Del Bianco forced to make a good save. Tyler Condren running well. Double team still coming. Condren. Dobie. Here's Riley Lowen. And he'll settle as we hit the 5-minute mark. Winning number tonight, I'm going to put it on 11. Get to 11, I think you win this game. Dobie inside Keenan. High over top of the goal this time. Man, another good look there for Keenan. But just a little off. It's actually 11-6 in Victoria. So full period to play, down 5 for the Lakers as they try and mount a comeback there. Here's Evan Messenger. Shot clock down to 8. Rowe and Barker battle. In comes Craig with Lump. And the shot clock hits double zeros. So next week, final week of WLA competition in the regular season. Starts Tuesday right here in Maple Ridge, Thunder and Burrards. Then Wednesday, it's Bellies and Thunder, as the Thunder will wrap up their season at home as Dobie sends one towards the goal. Reset here on the clock for Maple Ridge. Then it gets interesting. Victoria and New West Thursday. Nanaimo, Burnaby on Friday. And the season will wrap up with the Shamrocks in Coquitlam on Saturday. One more week of the regular season, and nothing has been decided except 2 of the teams we know will not make the playoffs in Coquitlam and Langley. The rest is up for grabs. First place to 5th place, nobody knows. Here's Phillips, back in for Clark. He'll send it high, Messenger, loads, skip it, picked off, Patrick O'Meara. running well. O'Meara stops up, shovels off. McIntosh head of steam on the run, feet off. There's Ryan Keenan, and again off the setup from McIntosh, bounced it wide and out of play. Clark had his pass knocked down by Craig. They'll go into the corner for it. And a nice job there from Owen Barker to come out of the pack with it. They'll weave wide on Eastwood. And out comes the Burrard offense. We'll have yet to score here in this third period. Nanaimo just has the one. Here's Mallory. And that one goes off the Timbermen goaltender and out. New clock here from Maple Ridge. 12:15 to go in the contest. Righty strong here for the Burrards on this shift. Dobie. Here's McIntosh. She'll bounce one to the far side, trying to catch Claxton napping a little bit, but Charles made the stop. And now it's the Nanaimo's turn. Grenier working against Porter. Now Lump sends it into the corner for Clark. Comes back near side for Grenier. Quick dart, quick shot, and a goal. Grenier with two straight here in the third has got the Nanaimo Timbermen within one. That is just a good move across the top, and then the release from Grenier into the top of the goal. Right over the shoulder of Del Bianco. And it's 9-8. Now Greniak with two straight. And a face-off win here for the Burrards. So all to play for now in a one-goal lacrosse game with 11:20 to go here in the third. Taylor near side for Dixon with 10 on the shot clock as he sizes up Mason Pitt. Trying to get underneath, not there, inside roll, and McIntosh called on a moving pick, can't believe it. Nanaimo want to push the tempo. It's 3-on-3 for Finley. Clark jukes on O'Meara, stayed right with him. Now John Phillips as the two 19s together. Good defense from Colton. Forces a pass from Phillips. Now Colton Clark. He'll move it. Here's Eastwood. A riser. And that one's in the goal. Nanaimo with three straight here to start the third have tied the game at 9. This time it was Brody Eastwood on a low to high. Right under the crossbar, in and out quickly. Nick Thomas there to make the call. Again, those tightly strung white nets, I hate them. And that's why right there, because you could barely see that ball go in and out. And again, I don't know whose idea it was to come up with not only white nets, but tightly strung white nets when you're using a white ball that goes 100 miles an hour. Who approved that is what I want to know. Black nets, white ball, figure it out. Not that difficult. 6 on the shot clock for Eastwood. Sends it wide of Del Bianco. Here's Brett Craig. It's 12-7 in Victoria as the Lakers within 5. Dobie backs away, feeds to Dixon. Now it's Berg. Nanaimo on a 3-goal run here as Dixon runs hard into Chapman. And then Chapman runs back hard into Dixon, takes him down. He's going to get a penalty as he might get an extra. He better be careful as he slammed his stick on the concrete. And cross-checking the call here is Eastwood over for a conversation. But it's going to be a Burrard power play here as they try and stop the momentum generated here by Nanaimo in this third period.
That's Nanaimo's champion, bronze champion at 10-16.
Dobie wanted it quickly and didn't get it. Berg will set it up. Dixon and Dobie on the shooters. Low in. And McIntosh down in the crease. Dobie, Berg. Here's Dixon. Faking, taking. Sent it wide. Ball is loose. Gillis after it. He's got it. Tried to shovel ahead. And it goes out of play. Quick turnover there. And the Burrards come right back and stick in it. Right off the turnover. And there's the finish. So, there's goal number 10. I put the winning number at 11. I'm not sure that's going to be enough at this point. So 9:10 to play. Burrards push back in front, 10-9. Timbermen with the ball. When Graniak, who's had the hot stick. Clark. Swim move on Cornwall. Shovel feed. Here's Braylon Lum. Couldn't settle in the pocket. He's got it now, but he's surrounded by Burrards as the shot clock expires. Another chance on offense here from Maple Ridge. Ben McIntosh, pick and roll. Curtis Dixon couldn't bring it in. Almost deflected into the goal past Claxton, who was sharp. And then Byrne tried to slide and make a pickup, and that one got away from him. Quick turnover there, and you can't afford those kind of turnovers here. In a game like this, at a time like this, you got to value that ball, and that one was just given away. 14 minutes to play from Victoria, still 12-7 Shamrocks. Keenan across the top with it, lowers the shoulder, shoots on the run. Easy save there for Claxton. Mallory coming out in a defensive role here. As in comes Eastwood with 15 on the shot clock. Finds a streak in Colton Clark. He'll launch. That one well high and wide. Eastwood takes it off the window. 10 on the shot clock as he'll button hook in the corner. Feeds back door. There's Clark with a stick low. Del Bianco a stick save. O'Meara up with the loose ball as he weaves it out through center. Takes a two-hander as he maintains possession. And gets the ball off to Conran, who will hand it off to McIntosh with an errant stick laying on the floor, picked up by Wilkins. McIntosh, feet across the crease. There's a chance, and Taylor pops it home. Nice handle from Dan Taylor. Off the low feed from McIntosh after the good work from Patrick O'Meara. Just gets it across the crease, and Claxton a little over exuberant on the chance from McIntosh. Couldn't recover in time to stop that one out of the stick of Taylor, as he gets goal number 11 for Maple Ridge. Will 11 be enough? Let's find out with 7:06 to go. Here comes Jordan Gillis. He's checked immediately. That's a quick turnover there on Nanaimo. Dixon on the spin. Had Berg in front, still Dixon, one-handed, and Claxton stopped him. Outlets again, and another turnover on Nanaimo. And they're just shooting themselves in the foot right here in the third period. That's 3 or 4 unnecessary turnovers. And it costs them again as in it goes. So from bad to worse here for Nanaimo. As they throw it away again. And Westberg makes him pay. So after it was 9-6 Burrards after 40. Nanaimo comes out in the third period, score 3 straight, tie it up. Before the Burrards answer back with 3 of their own. And restore the 3-goal lead here. With just under 7 minutes to play. And Caleb Tote needs to stop the momentum here. Calls timeout for his Timbermen as they want to talk it over after this 3-goal run here for Maple Ridge. Referees will get a squirt of water. It's a hot one here in Cam Neely. The headband rule is optional this evening. Shots on goal, 42-41. As the Shamrocks get one in the third. So once again, you have Maple Ridge Langley on Tuesday. You have Salmon Bellies Thunder on Wednesday. Shamrocks Bellies on Thursday. Timbermen Lakers on Friday. Shamrocks at next on Saturday, and that is the conclusion of the regular season. And they could all very well mean something next week in some regard or fashion for the final regular season games for all these teams. Whether they make the playoffs, whether they finish in first or second, where they're going to draft next year, it's all going to matter starting Tuesday. Right back here in Maple Ridge. Phillips right on. Del Bianco the stop. 6 minutes to play here from Cam Neely Arena. And Ben McIntosh has had himself a nice couple of games since returning to the lineup. As I'm not sure how he didn't make the PLL All-Star game, which took place today in LA. He's on my All-Star team, I can tell you that. Dobie to Dixon, 20 on the shot clock. Here's Curtis Dixon on the... He can just put on a clinic of one-on-one moves. It's crazy. But then threw a lazy pass out of play. So some good and then some bad there from Dixon as another sloppy turnover. This time Nate Wade had his pocket picked and Wade comes up on the limp. I think he might have pulled his hamstring. He is really laboring back to the Nanaimo bench, and man, if they lose 51 for some significant time, that's a big loss on their back end. If Nate Wade isn't able to continue, as he'll have 5 days to recover before they play the Lakers in what could be a massive, well, I think it is going to be a massive game regardless. Here's Berg. One more try, why not? And Claxton the stick save. Four and a half to go. 10 on the shot clock. Here's one Grania. Gordy Phillips working on Barker. Phillips into traffic. And tried to bank it from behind the goal, and nothing doing there. And now the game slows right down here with the Burrards in the 3-goal lead and 4 to play. Will start to use some clock here. As Claxton makes another save down low. Crease violation here on Maple Ridge. 11 minutes to play from Victoria. It's still 12-7 Shamrocks. As Claxton to the Timberman bench here as they roll the dice with 3:35 to play, down 3. Clark from the outside. He wants to set up Phillips for the outside shot. Tried to hit Eastwood instead. And Travis Cornwall will steal a loose ball. He'll run it out against Messenger. Rides him up on the boards. Knocked the ball free. Cornwall got it back. And he'll give it to Ryan Keenan. Berg will take it. He'll give it to Lowen. And now Keenan with 6 on the shot clock. Ryan Keenan. And that one sailed out of his pocket. Trying to run onto it here is Byrne. McIntosh gets chopped down as he goes sliding on the concrete. Byrne on a shovel scores. Wow. David Byrne. Where did that come from? Let's watch McIntosh go on the slip and slide here for about 20 feet. And then Byrne just one-on-one crossed over and beat Del Bianco low. I don't know if he expected that one out of the stick of Byrne, but it's in the back of the net. It's a 2-goal game now. And they got a big old wet spot to mop up here, courtesy of McIntosh. .250 here to go. And Mop Boy working hard here. Questionable sock selection. Especially with that footwear down. And he about, well, he missed about half the track there. Got the majority cleaned up. Back to center we go. Phillips wins that draw. Craig comes down with a clamp. Gillis has it. He's got Eastwood in front. Gillis thinking about it. Thinks better of it. And now we got another wet spot on the floor. 6-on-5 Nanaimo as they'll go on the fly. Thomas kind of shielding players away from the wet spot here. As in steps Phillips with 10 on the shot clock. Colton Clark had that pass deflected. Ball goes in the air, and then Mallory steps into him with a cross check. Phillips, one more. Here's the chance. And Eastwood ring it off the outside pipe. Another chance here for Nanaimo with a fresh 30. Phillips. There's that hidden ball trick. I think Del Bianco knew where it was. There's a battle for the loose ball. Won by Nanaimo. John Phillips will settle it down. Here's when Graniak rips, and Del Bianco flexes up the shoulder to make that save. Mike Mallory the loose ball. Now 1:42 to go. 12-10 Maple Ridge as they have possession. Taylor pressured by Adam J. Bounces one here for Dixon. He'll turn the corner on Mason Penn. Down the wall he comes. Here comes Jay for a double. Still Dixon with it. 8 on the shot clock. Dixon goal line extended. Feeds it into the middle. Taylor a low drive, and Claxton off to the Nanaimo bench quickly. 75 seconds to go as here comes Conrad Chapman on the run. Feeds to Tyson Rowe. Almost a turnover. Ball still loose. Into the corner it goes. Rowe's got it and plays it high. And we'll head for the bench with 60 seconds to go. Eastwood. 10 on the shot clock. Brody Eastwood a riser, and that missed the goal. Clark has it with 5 on the shot clock from well out. Del Bianco forced to make a save. That's back in, not called. And now Maple Ridge with the 2-goal lead will just chew some clock here. As Keenan will run away from pressure and get up into the offensive zone. He'll bounce it here for Berg with 13 on the shot clock. He'll come backwards with it. As we're under 30 now. And Barker will just bounce it up the boards here. And one more defensive stand will do it here for Maple Ridge. In come the Timbermen with 10 seconds to go. Drop it off for Phillips. Got to get some to the goal quickly. And they're not going to do it. John Phillips, one last shot. Stop for Christian Del Bianco, and that's it. Clock hits triple zeros, and this one is over. As Del Bianco gets his first victory as a Maple Ridge Burrard. As he stops 37 of 47 shots. As the Burrards get 12 on 45 and win this one 12-10. I'll get you 3 stars before we get you on your way. Just 8 minutes to go from the Q Center now. So 3 stars as I pick off the top of my head here. I will go 3rd star Curtis Dixon. No. I will go 3rd star Dane Doby, 2nd star John Phillips, 1st star Curtis Dixon. And that will wrap up the second to last week in the WLA regular season. Well, not quite, as there's still 7 minutes to go from Victoria. But once again, your final shots on goal here, 47-45 Nanaimo, but it's Maple Ridge coming out on top by a final score of 12-10. For Ryan, my cameraman, I've been Jake Kelly for the fastest game on 2 feet. And for the creator, we'll talk to you Tuesday right back here from Cam Neely Arena. Enjoy the games, everybody.